Hey Colin, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Last week when I was here, we shared a scripture together, and I recall that you were particularly interested in what that scripture had to say. Do you recall what that was?
Yeah, I mentioned that people can live on the earth forever. I've never heard that taught before.
Yeah, that's we hear that a lot, that people don't realize some of the truths that we learn in the Bible. But that scripture in Psalm 37:29 teaches us a lot about what is in store for the earth. And when I was here also, we mentioned some things that we have in common. We like the outdoors, meaning the beaches and mountains and rivers. We talked a little bit about that and how we both enjoy that. But those were put here for our enjoyment. And the Bible truths that we often surprise people with are taught in many different ways. For example, in the book of Genesis, we talk about the story of creation. And in the story of creation, Jehovah created the heavens and the earth, and he also created man and woman. And he had a purpose for doing that. And after he created them, he told Adam and Eve what their purpose was, or what his purpose was. And I'd like to share that with you in a scripture, and if I could get you to read this, it's in Genesis 1, and the verse is 28.
That reads, "Further God blessed them, and God said to them, Be fruitful and become many, fill the earth and subdue it, and have in subjection the fish of the sea and the flying creatures of the heavens, and every living creature that is moving on the earth." So they were to fill the earth.
Right. And again, many people are surprised to learn that particular point about what God had in store for mankind. So with that in mind, I'd like to give you a few more Bible truths that we enjoy teaching others about. That God did have a purpose for Adam and Eve beyond the boundaries of the Garden of Eden to be able to have children, to extend beyond those boundaries in Eden, and to enjoy the same things that we enjoy today, those mountains, those rivers, those beaches. And that God's purpose to this day still has not changed. In Ecclesiastes 1:4, it mentions that the earth is here forever, so Jehovah does have a purpose for that. And what do you think about God's purpose for today's earth? Will people ever be able to realize those perfect paradise conditions again?
Well, in school, it's been presented in a few ways that some scientists say that the earth just came about by chance, and that one day the sun's going to burn out and we won't be able to survive. Others say that everything was created, and if we're good, we'll go to heaven.
Yes, that's very common. But a lot of people, again, are surprised to learn some of the truths that are in the Bible. When God made this purpose, he intended for that to take place. I'd like to give you one more final scripture for this visit, and it's taken in Isaiah 55, and it's in verse 11. And let me read that to you. And it says, "So my word that goes out of my mouth will be, it will not return to me without results, but it will certainly accomplish whatever it is my delight, and it will have sure success in what I send it to do." So isn't that interesting that we can still gather these truths from the Bible and be able to be encouraged by it? But there are many more Bible truths out there that I would love to share with you, and I do have a publication somewhere that I would like to share with you, is What Does the Bible Really Teach? And I'd like to show you the third chapter of this book. There we go. And you'll see the title of that, What is God's Purpose for the Earth? A lot of great information. I'd like to come back again and spend some more time with you, maybe 15 minutes or so, and go over a few of these things. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Great. I'll see you again next week.